Jaw Strait Lighthouse. Journey to the far end of the north for a sight to behold. Located at the tip of our Raffles Marina's breakwater, the charming 12-metre lighthouse overlooks the Tour's second link bridge and lights the way for yachts navigating into and out of the marina. After soaking up the stunning scenery complete with the sea view and breeze, head to Raffles Marina Club and take a relaxing stroll along the promenade. While you're at it, check out the Lux yachts docked at the marina. Smith Marine Floating Restaurant. Fancy digging into the freshest catch of the day at a modern clong? Floating on the waters between Palau Ubin and Changi Point Ferry Terminal. Take a 15-minute boat ride to the Smith Marine Floating Restaurant, where you can tuck into a wide spread of seafood. Think sambal mussel, 28, chili crab from 68, steamed prawn from $35, calamari, 28, and steamed lobster with pumpkin sauce from $120. A set menu for up to 8 people starts from $480, and you get the best of each. If you want level up the experience, head to the Restles Pond and catch your very own sea bass or snapper at $35. Marsiling World War II Tunnel and Naval Base. One for the history buffs, this military underground tunnel, located deep in the thick Marsiling jungle between Admiralty Road West and Marsiling Crescent, was built by the British as a storage facility to supply oil for the British Royal Air Force. It was left abandoned after Singapore gained independence in 1965. If you plan to explore the underground tunnel, you best gear up as it's heavy duty. There's a lot of bashing required to navigate through the jungle. Look out for the rope hanging by the tiny entrance. Be sure to turn on your headlight before squeezing through as the bunker is pitch black. Bucket Timah Railway Station. Owned by the Malaysian government from its opening in January 1903 until its turnover to the Singapore government in July 2011. Bucket Timah Railway Station is a conserved building and has been accessible to the public since September 2011. The building still stands the way it was when it was vacated by the KTM. No refurbishment or development has been done to it since. If you're taking public transportation, the easiest way to reach the station is by bus. Alight at the McDonald's in King Albert Park. The nearest MRT station is Bukit Batok, but you'll still need to take a half-hour bus ride. Former Queen's Theatre. The former Queen's Theatre was once a hotspot for cinephiles in Singapore. From 1930 to 1982, it was showing films from Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and even Egypt on the big screen for as low as $1. Today, it forms part of Grandlink Square, but the fade of the old theatre can be admired from Lorong 44. Istana Wood Nuke. It's been deemed as the most expensive haunted house in Singapore. But enter if you dare, cause if you're not spooked up by the supernatural, you can get caught by the law for trespassing. Nonetheless, it's worth knowing that Singapore has an actual haunted mansion. The now abandoned house is located in the deep woods of the Holland Road and Tyersall Road area. It was once occupied by a Sultan of Johor, but now remains empty and covered in vegetation and decay. What's creepier is the fact that the spot is not charted on the map of Singapore and is, therefore, out of bounds. Kampong Lorong Bangkok. Within the Greater Seletar neighborhood, you can find the remaining village in mainland Singapore, Kampong Lorong Bangkok. It's situated precariously in the middle of new development, so its future remains uncertain. Take a walk through the small village and get transported back to a time when life was simpler in Singapore. Be respectful, of course, these are people's homes after all. If you wish to visit the kampong, do seek permission in advance from the landlord. Wessex Estate. Not all of Queenstown's British past has been demolished. Some black and white colonial houses still exist in scenic Wessex Estate. Stroll past blocks of apartments and semi-detached houses that were previously occupied by non-commissioned British officers and soldiers. Today, these houses are mostly residential, with some transformed into studio spaces for artists. And if you walk further down, you'll spot a massive abandoned water tank and coal bar, an old-school Kokusham serving Asian Western comfort food. Parkview Museum. Located on the third floor of the ritzy Parkview Square, also known as the Gotham City Building, this contemporary museum houses the largest collection of Italian art in Asia, as well as an extensive range of contemporary art from across Europe and Asia. The private gallery also hosts exclusive exhibitions, themed showcases, and guided gallery tours for aficionados. Pearls Hill City Park. Built around a reservoir on top of Pearls Hill Terrace, this park is quite the hidden spot in the city. Take a short stroll from Outram Park MRT station, and with a little trek, you're on top of a hill where you can relax in the wooded ambience, feed the terrapins in the pond, spot the occasional squirrel, or continue your jog. Keppel Hill Reservoir. If you're willing to go off the main path, bash through some super tall ferns and wild grass and get slightly scratched by thorny plants and stems to find the secret Keppel Hill Reservoir, you will be greatly rewarded. There's nothing like a challenging hike and the beautiful, and in this case, elusive views at the end, formerly used as a private reservoir in 1905. And then a swimming hole from the 1940s. The body of water was totally left out on official maps of Singapore from 1954. Start your trek on Keppel Hill Road before slipping into a man-made path which leads to the reservoir. German Girl Shrine. While you're exploring life on Pulau Ubin, take a detour to the German Girl Shrine. Follow signs to the Ketam Mountain Bike Park and take the left fork to get to the yellow hut located next to an Assam tree in the southwestern open area of the island. This now Taoist shrine commemorates the Roman Catholic daughter of a German coffee plantation manager. The German girl became a deity of sorts. Worshippers from as far as Thailand have come to offer joss sticks and girly offerings to the Barbie doll figurine in the case. Sunji Buloh Wetland Reserve. Strap on your best walking shoes and trudge through the swamps of Sunji Buloh Wetland Reserve to learn more about the flora and fauna that call this mangrove forest home. This wetland reserve of mangrove swamps, ponds and the secondary forest is also home to 140 species of birds. Take a spot at observation heights or rent binoculars to birdwatch. There are also nature trails where you can also spot mudskippers, monkeys and climbing crabs on the mangrove boardwalks. Keep your eyes peeled. It's said that crocs have also been spotted here, crikey. Lastly, Thao Quan Pottery. Formed by a group of Singaporean clay artists, this rustic hideaway is replete with local flavor and history. Be sure to visit this cultural gem and feed the dragon, what's said to be the city's last elongated kiln that eats and breathes fire. before rumored urban redevelopment projects reclaim this humble pottery abode.
Thank you for watching. I love you all.